can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double TV funnel and these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the morning steam for Sunday, August 11th. Got a great day of Major League Baseball action on tap today, including an early start here in just about a little more than 2 hours away. And we've got a couple of NFL preseason games to discuss here on the show as well. Thank you for joining me here for the next hour or so. We'll try to talk some sports and sports betting, and of course maybe the feature coming up here, women's basketball action in just a moment with that gold medal game between the United States and France. What do you know? Of course, a great win by the U.S. yesterday. Yeah, they didn't cover any spreads. That doesn't matter to those guys. They knew Kevin Durant, he's the guy who go out there and block shots against 6-year-olds and take a victory lap. So great job, United States, and really proud of them and picking up another gold medal. It was inevitable. Come on, they were never going to lose. All right. Hey, let me say hello to some friends, and then we'll take you over to Tony'sPicks.com and see who did well on the site yesterday. Great day of action with, I think preseason football might have been the highlight as far as our sports that we're following here at Tony'sPicks.com, and of course the baseball card as well. Let me see who's in here and waiting around for me to get here. Jacob was first up. Hello to Jacob. Oh, let me get that. Let me get the salutations straight here. With Jacob coming in and Fernando as well. Hello, Jermaine stopping in today. And let's see here. We'll get Thomas here today. Good to have Thomas here. Ziggy stopping by. Awesome here. And Justin, hello as well. Public Enemy stopping in today. And got his new avatar there. Jeff Schramm, hello. And Daniel Anglero, hello. Talking Phillies baseball. Maybe they'll get home and get back on track. All right. Let me take you over to Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at our handicapper website. See who did well yesterday here. And big day. Yeah, I had a lot of picks. With the UFC card in action. Yeah, it wasn't pretty last night. Nobody was happy about it. It felt like, as far as everyone wondering about the some of the ugly matchups, some of the way the fights ended. It wasn't the best card we've had this year. In fact, a lot of people thought it was the worst, but I didn't mind it. I swept the board with a 5-0 day, and there's Mindy Han on top of the handicapper leaderboards yesterday, 75%. I'm up there as well, 67%. Bo Dunn up 386. Two old ladies at Bet Consensus undefeated yesterday. Ruben Marlborough 3-0. Tiffany Mance 3-0. Jerry Lewis 3-0. Ron Hahn 67%. Tony's Picks VIP account 80%. Mark Butterscotch Eubanks yesterday up 185. Nick Lagaretto 75%. Joseph Schultz 75%. Good day for the cappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. Last 30 days, Ron Hahn up 11.5 units. Joseph Schultz up 7 1/3 units. Nick Lagaretto's having a pretty good week. up 562. Tony's Picks VIP up nearly 5 units of profit, and Bo Dunn up 4 1/3 units of profit last 7 days here at Tony'sPicks.com. Daniel Velocichuk on top of the handicapper leaderboards over the last 30 days, so 15 units. Joseph Schultz is up 10 units. Nick Lagaretos, nearly 9 3/4 units profit. Bo Dunn, 8 1/3 units profit. And there's doubles. Scott Doubles Shooty up 7 1/3 units of profit. Check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Click on the All Cappers tab. There you can find all the handicappers and the handicapper of your choice. You can click on their handicapper profile page, and that's how you get signed up. I've got a 3-pack loaded for today's action over at Tony'sPicks.com, and you can use a promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here on Sunday. I've got both NFL preseason games selected. I had a pretty good day yesterday, had a pretty big card, and I believe preseason is a time to strike. So I had a 5-2 day with NFL preseason action yesterday. Let's report to you a move right now coming in. That's our job here on the Morning Steam. Keep you abreast on some of these line moves, but I just want to get this one out right now. The Miami Marlins are getting a little steamy here to start us off. They took them here at about $1.75 plus $1.75 against my Padres. Well, we know who's going to win that one, but nonetheless, the move is on the Marlins. Padres a pretty heavy favorite with Dylan Cease today, but no longer $2, I would think. I just saw 25 cents lopped off in an offshore book, down to $2, and it's south of $2 here at most of the sharp books at this point. See $1.83 out there, $1.92. So the Marlins are taking the action here. And just before we came on the air, that thing got steamed here to the under, and I think that's why you're seeing mostly 7.5 juice to the under in the Padres Marlins game. Seems like the sharps may think that Max Meyer can match Cease a little bit here today, the way the money's moving at this point. All right, there it is. Check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com with that 3-pack that you see right there today. What I've got right now, the 2 football games, I'm seeing it pretty well. Had a lot of unders yesterday, and unders did go 6-3 in NFL preseason action yesterday. That means the unders are 11-3 here so far this week in the first week of preseason. So just something to consider here. You know, last year the talk was how the games were kind of going over a little bit, and maybe, just maybe, the teams are starting to adjust or figure out, or maybe it's just this season, but maybe they have different plans of the 3-game schedule. And I think we're seeing that with different teams and different injuries. So I don't know if there's any coincidence to it right now, but no doubt we're seeing more unders so far in week 1. And I would imagine, though, maybe as week 2, week 3 come along, and you think that those might be a little bit more of the dress rehearsal situation, maybe it'll go up a little bit, but so far this week, heavy unders for sure. All right, checked out that 3-pack. Also got my other packages available as well, 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day, and I'll have more selections in Major League Baseball, I think, here today, but want to roll with that as my featured package here. And you take a look at the handicappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. Packages available today, including best bets from Joseph Schultz and Ron Hahn. Tony's Picks VIP, a 3-pack. Jerry Lewis, her best bet. Nick Lagaretos up there, best bet. Bo Dunn, a 3-pack. You can see how the handicappers are lined up here today at Tony'sPicks.com. So check us out over at the website. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20%. All right. Let's get into the action right now. Let's say hello to a few more folks that might have been coming in here. With Dustin here today as well. He liked the UFC card last night. Daniel's playing that Phillies game. Ray Ochachi's here. Good morning. Darren's here. Art Thompson's here. We're all here and ready to roll. Daniel likes his 2 plays here today. And I think that's going to do it. Got Daniel rolling with all of his plays. So thank you very much, Daniel. And I'll be covering all the action here in just a moment. Let's get rolling on the card. And thank you, Daniel. A couple teams had the day off, actually. Might be what you're thinking. I see there Jermaine saying about some of the teams not on the schedule. We actually just have a 13 game card today in the major leagues. Couple of teams getting, I don't know if it's by design as far as, or maybe early travel on the week, just the way the schedule rolls out. You know how we were kind of heavy in the middle days since the All Star break. Got to kind of squeeze a few games in after the week off there. So, all right, let's go over to get this thing started here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Negroni likes the women to crush in the first half there. I better, yeah, with 9 minutes to go. I like the under as my play in the game. That game's about to start in 9 minutes. So we're going to get it out there right now if that's okay, instead of waiting to the end of the show. That game's about to get rolling. So I like the U.S. Probably to cover that one, but I think my preferred play is on the under. I think that one's probably coming in maybe 145-ish points right now. The line was 16 and 154. Okay, maybe it could come in the high 140s. I would think somewhere around 81, probably 81 to 63 is where I would look for this game to come in, maybe with the U.S. women winning. I think that would be a cover. It sure would. That'd be a cover and a pretty solid under. So I'll call it for the under as my preferred play here with such a large spread. But I think the American women can get it here, and I'm ready to roll, ready to watch it as I talk to you guys here. All right. Let's talk Major League Baseball today and get this get this card started today with action here on Sunday morning, the Sunday morning leadoff uh, on Roku. Everybody's missed half the season with the games on Roku every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday, but most every Sunday with the early start. Kokonowitz going for the Angels. You might have had a different starter in there last night, but I think that the Angels ended up here with Kokonowitz as a starter going up against Mackenzie Gore here today. For Gore, he's been really bad here of late, an 8.22 ERA in his last three starts. The Nationals have dropped 11 of their last 17. They've gone over in 10 of their last 15 games. The Angels here, they've gone under in 12 of their last 16. This will probably be kind of a bullpen game here, I would think, for the Angels in this one, but still, they are a pretty, I don't know, somewhat of a live dog, but I'm not sure this one matches up quite fairly for them against even Mackenzie Gore, as bad as he's been. Nationals have still given him some run support. He's gone over in 11 of his last 13 starts overall. So let's take a look here and with the plays maybe from the chat, see if you guys got anything in this one with Justin in here on the Angels. And he likes that team total over. He likes the Angels to produce here. Frankie likes the Angels on the money line. Daniel says, give me the Phillies and over. Or no, over in the Phillies game, yep. And I think that might be it. Eugene here today says, give me the under in the game with the Angels and the Nationals. I'm still going to grab the Nationals here with Gore. Maybe there can be some run support today. I had a premium on a push on the over yesterday. They got to 9 runs, but oh boy, they had their opportunities. Curtis does like the over here as well. So I'll take the Nationals here today as a favorite. So I don't want to get too cute with an ugly favorite like this, but I think they will have a little bit of an advantage here. I think going up what the Angels are going to bring as far as their pitching today. So, all right. Ziggy likes the under, though, in this one. All right, next up, the Astros on the road with Brown here. Hunter Brown going up against James Paxton and the Red Sox. Oh, boy. Well, my algorithm's kind of telling me the Red Sox might be live here, but with Paxton, it makes it really hard because he's been so poor with some of these numbers this year. For Paxton and the Red, let's see, what is it? 6.97 in his 2 starts so far this season with the Red Sox. So they did win one of those games, and they both went over. Just, I don't know, it seems like he had problems with guys on base in both games, but still, 9-3 on the season. But we know he's with a pretty good ball club because he has a 4.42 ERA this season. Red Sox have dropped 3 straight here now. With Brown 2.73 ERA in his last 5 starts, and the Astros are 8-3 with Brown here of late. Has also gone under in 11 of his last 14 starts. Astros come in having won 9 of their last 12 games. Red Sox, a lot of offense, a lot of slugfest here, but the steam has been the Red Sox, and the under here is, let me see, I have 135 listed there on screen, but I think it's a little cheaper. It's still about $1.35. Red Sox are only minus 140-ish on the run line. I'm going to try the Red Sox on the run line here against the Astros today. Maybe we could see some okay pitching here from Paxton at home for once. I say at home for one. He's only been with the Sox. Let's give him cut him a little bit of slack, see if we can get a good start off out of him here. But I'm going to try the Red Sox on the run line in this one. Maybe your comments here are welcome with Ziggy on the Red Sox on the money line here. And Jacob says to give him the Astros. Thomas is on the Red Sox here. Ray says Astros get this sweep. Darren likes under in the first 5. Justin's got Devers over in his total bases. Fernando's going under. Okay, Frankie on the Red Sox, and Nate Dogg cannot back Paxton. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm going with the handicap there a little bit. But I'm kind of thinking maybe here Red Sox at home on a Sunday. That's what Jared. I mean, I'm playing the day of the week trend here, I think. My favorite. All right, give me the Red Sox. I'm going to add the handicap here to $1.40-ish, $1.45, maybe even at the square shops. But probably will end up maybe a 1-run game. I'm that total 10 over 15. It's up to 10.5 pretty much everywhere at this point. I know the Red Sox have had almost strictly overs right now, but 10.5 in this one. Brown's been pretty okay. All right. And Solo, hello. Good to have you stopping in today. Hello, my friend. Let's keep it moving here and go with the Rangers and the Yankees in this one with Andrew Heaney on the mound against Bassett. Or what? Let's see here. Let me make sure I get this straight, Bassett. I just traded him after the deadline here. Yankees here with Marcus Stroman. Let me fix that, you guys. There we go. Marcus Stroman there on the mound. Don't scare me here. I might have to let's just preview it with Stroman. Been struggling. Maybe that's what it was. A 9.15 ERA in his last 5 starts and 3 losses here. But the Yankees win with Stroman. They get plenty of offense. 15-7 are the Yankees with Stroman so far this season. Yankees also, they've won 9 of their last 13 overall. They're in a massive overrun right now, of course. 31 of the last 43 games have gone over for New York. For the Rangers here, they've dropped 9 of their last 14 games. Haney's been getting knocked around. A 6.46 ERA in his last 3 starts, and the Rangers are just 1-6 with Haney in his last 6 starts on the road. Rangers have gone over in 12 of their last 16. So we're just seeing, of course, both these teams, a lot of runs. And talking last night, Adolis Garcia, you talk about a dramatic drop-off. I was listening to them analyze last night. It was actually Michael Kay talking about his drop-off from being 18% over the average player last season, and now 21% under the average player this season. One of the most dramatic. You wonder when you see drop offs like that, what's going on, but you could have, lingering injuries. Let's see what the chat has, and then I'll make a play in this one. The Rangers going up against the Yankees. Justin will get us started off. He's got the Yankees here on the money line, and he also likes the over. Darren, Yankees and under. Hello to Teresa today. Frankie says, give me this one over. Thomas is on the Rangers on the money line here. So is Negroni. He likes Rangers money line. And Public Enemy, Red Sox. Jermaine likes the over. Ziggy's on the Rangers, and so is Curtis. All right, gang. I'm gonna glance the market here. I kind of want Stroman here. It just maybe ugly enough that the Yankees can get this one, and I don't want to consider it at the favorite price for a very strong play, especially now at $1. Well, at least it's a little cheaper at the square shop, but I'll take the Yankees here at minus $1.50 on screen. I think there's some $1.40s out there a little bit. And also we have Teresa on the Yankees and Jacob as well. All right, well, that one's we're kind of all over the place, so no consensuses yet. All right, next up, Athletics and JP Sears going up. There's Bassett. Yeah, he's still on the Blue Jays, all right. Minus $1.60 here. And the total's definitely moving lower here. There's already 8 flat right now here at Circa. So that's a pretty stiff move here, especially given these two pitchers. But, break it down a little bit more and maybe you could see it coming in. Might be more to do with these offenses at the moment here. Yes, I mean, Oakland's been, the general perception is they've been mashing here, of course, of late. And what a run it's been, actually, for him. Anyways, for J.P. Sears, 0.64 ERA in his last 2 starts, but they were both wins. Oakland's gone 6-1 with Sears on the mound in his last 7 starts. Go figure. A's here have gone under in 6 straight games. Bassett's been struggling here a little bit, a 6.05 ERA in his last 4 starts. And Toronto just 3-8 in his last 11 starts overall. Toronto still in that big over run, though. They've gone over in 32 of their last 42. So it's just a matter maybe of how you're going to perceive this one, I think. And man, I better change the line here on screen. I like the under, I think, here, and I'll put it at 8 flat, but maybe it's juice to the over a little bit, save us a little bit of money, and I'm going to prefer the under here. I tell you, if they could have held on to the 8.5s here, I might have been a little bit stronger in this one, but Toronto's been giving up some runs. It hasn't always been about the offense as much as they have had those pitching woes. Let's get your comments here. Remember, Bassett was a long time Oakland Athletic there for about 5 or 6 years. Here come the plays from you guys in the Oakland game here. We're going to start it off with Justin going over. Thomas is going over in this one. Here's Frankie going under. Justin here's got Vladdy with his bases prop going over. All right, Jermaine's handicapping the blue here. He says he likes it over. Fernando's going Jays and under. Jacob likes the under as well. Here's Curtis going with the over in this one. Jude's on the A's. Teresa's on the over. Ziggy's on the over. Good to have Daniel Nava joining us today. Haven't seen Daniel in a while. And Jermaine talking Jays at home on Sunday. Wow. And Daniel also here with that was on that other game. Okay. All right. I'm on the under here with Sears and Bassett. Sears he can be up and down, certainly. I'll take the under here. 6 straight unders for Oakland, as I said. All right. Oh, a couple more here. Public Enemy here on the Rangers and Biggie. Hello, Biggie. Step back, Jay. Nice to have you. This is what was going on in that basketball game. I went with the under as my featured play. I like the U.S. to cover them. I think I predicted the score. I wrote it down. I said 81-63 U.S. Let's see how I do. Exact score 81-63. All right. I'll take the under A's and Blue Jays. All right. Yeah, man. Optimism is sky high here amongst us Padres fans at this point. Uh, After another incredible game yesterday. I mean, it's they're almost a much must watch. Are they must watch? They are to me. And right now, the Padres they've never won in their team history of 55 years. I know because I'm as old as the Padres. So they've never been in a stretch where they've won 16 of 18 games in team history, and here they are at this point with another clutch victory and Rookie of the Year Jackson Merrill. Come on, I'll just say it. After Skeens got wasn't Skeen's day yesterday. That's all. He's awesome, but when you're facing a lineup, even the makeshift lineup of the Dodgers right now, it was a little bit too much for Skeens. So the Padres would be too much for Skeens. Of course, they avoided pitching Skeens against the Padres because they didn't want Jackson Merrill to take him deep and win the Rookie of the Year. And hey, he's not out of the running after another home run yesterday. Jackson Merrill. Another clutch home run. Only 2 players in 100 years have hit 5 go-ahead or game-tying home runs at the age of 21 or younger than Jackson Merrill. So this guy is on uncharted waters. You wondered when you had a guy, oh yeah, sure, only the second 21-year-old to ever start an all-star game. So what were we looking at here, really? But nonetheless, here we are with the Padres on a roll, and I'll take them today to crush. Do I sit here and gush, gloat, whatever, the way it's going? I like them to cover this one, even with that steam that just came in a little while ago. I'll take the Padres to continue the role in this particular matchup. They can make it hard against themselves. One thing about the Padres, and I know, is that they always play down to the level of competition. Even I've been whining on here on Tony's channel for the 3 years we've been here about Padres always losing games to poor teams, even though they play well against good teams. Well, this year, that has not been the case. They just rolled through a bunch. Yeah, I'll just say it like it is. They just rolled through a bunch of sorry teams, really, of late. Yeah, they had a pretty tough matchups. But they also were playing some pretty weak teams, and for once they crushed them on that road trip. So, all right, your comments are welcome. I'm just leaving myself out to dry in the end, I'm sure, with my Padres here. Frankie will take the Marlins on the run line. Jacob's on the Padres here. And Justin likes them in the first 5. Ray, they haven't been covering run lines. They've had some one-run games for sure because they get into these extra inning games where they need clutch home runs in the top of the 9th inning. Just don't turn the channel. Thomas is on the Padres money line. Or Thompson will take him on the run line, as I will today with this big favorite of Dylan Cease here at this point. Man, you want a guy like him in a total groove here. Teresa's on the Padres. Ziggy likes Padres first 5. Darren's on the Padres run line today. I hope I didn't, talk everybody making a consensus. I don't know if it was. There was definitely some couple Marlins in there for sure. And yeah, you're right, Thomas. It probably is. And maybe just it is run line here. Okay, let's do it, Padres. St. Michael here today. Glad to have St. Michael. Wow, hello. Taking the Padres with me. All right. Next up, Orioles taking on the Rays with Suarez. Oh, Suarez going up against Springs here in this one. I just remember Albert Suarez. Was it, an emergency start last time? He got pushed into the start and ended up looking dynamite, but then they went to the bullpen. I'm trying to remember that last game, but nonetheless, Suarez here on the road going up against Springs. And for Suarez, he's 2-2 with a 4.13 ERA in his last 6 starts. Suarez has gone under in 11 of 15 starts this season. The Orioles have won 9 of their last 14 overall. For Springs, he's got a 6.23 ERA in his last 2 starts. Tampa Bay's dropped 6 of their last 9. They've gone under in 9 of their last 13 games coming into this one. And we'll get maybe your pick or comment here. Orioles and the Blue Jays. See what you got here in this one with, I think Public Enemy started us off with Blue Jays over here. Also, Justin likes this game to go over as well. Thomas says, give him the Orioles on the money line. Jacob says Baltimore. Frankie's on Baltimore as well. And St. Michael liking the over here. So it feels like a little bit of Baltimore. Feels like a little bit of over, but nothing overwhelming from you guys in the chat. Let's take a look here. Tampa Bay's lost 8 straight at home to Baltimore right now. Wow. All right. Ziggy on the under. Darren played Baltimore. Let me see. Did I get something wrong here, Justin? Orioles play. Oh, do I have it written down wrong on the matchup here? Orioles and Rays. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. You were commenting on an earlier game. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, you guys are saying, why am I saying Blue Jays? It's not. Okay, Orioles and Rays. Am I reading off the wrong game here, you guys? I mean, I think we just went a bunch over stats here. Springs, 6.23 ERA. Okay, I hope I'm getting it right because I want to take the Orioles over the Rays. I don't know. I might be missing something here, you guys. I know I said somebody commented on the Jays, and I said, oh, he's taking the Jays, and it was on a game that was previous, so I just went too far back. I'm glad you guys are listening to me word for word. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. All right, Fernando's going under. I better just go with the Orioles here. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay. Oh, I've already done that shtick. All right. Jermaine says, just take the O's run line. I'm going to take them on the money line. They're only $1.50. In fact, I think on screen here, I might have the wrong favorite. I know that. The line, I think, has shifted, but it wasn't a typo. Oh, Orioles are a consensus play, says Thomas. Okay, I'll switch it, though. It definitely is the Orioles now the favorite. I think the sharp books, you're probably seeing it $1.08, $1.10, and at the square books, they're probably $1.15. There's no doubt the Orioles have moved to the favorite here, and it may be slightly juiced to the over at 8. And I'll take the Orioles here as my play on the show. All right. I think we got it straight on that one. Get me out of here on this one. Get me out of here. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. What was that show? All right. We got the Reds here with Lodolo going up against the Brewers. And DL Hall. DL Hall. We can finally get some DL Hall. Actually, DL Hall's on the Brewers now, by the way. And, he's been through all those things that you do when you're going to be a young pitcher one day and be a great pitcher. You're going to play perfect game. You're going to play the futures game. He's been in them all, and here he is facing off against the Reds. But he's only had a few starts in his career before, I believe, getting sidelined. And price here is down to $1.15 or so. In fact, the move is pretty hard, pretty significant here to the Reds. In fact, I think I've almost got to call this a pick 'em. I'm seeing the Reds actually favored now at a few books just slightly. It's just starting to peak to the Reds, like all those nickel shops are like $1.07, $1 to $1.05. But maybe the Reds are starting to move to the favorite in this one. Total 8.5 under, minus 115 currently. So, anyways, you got uh, DL Hall, and I don't know what to expect maybe from DL Hall. I imagine it's more of a bullpen game, but he's certainly destined to become, I would think, a starter along the line somewhere, and in his career, a pretty good starter. I would hope, given when I see the type of trajectory that Hall was on, would seem like he is expected to be he's a touted pitcher, no doubt about it. The Brewers right now, it doesn't matter though who's pitching; they're just smashing here. But like I said, the moves on Lodolo kind of interesting. Brewers won 5 straight right now, averaging a little over 8 runs a game in those games. They've gone over in 10 of their last 14 overall. For the Reds, they've dropped 3 of their last 4. They've gone over in 8 of their last 10 games overall coming in to this one. Lodolo a 6 ERA in his last 5 starts. Reds, however, have won 8 of his last 12 starts. 3 career starts for Lodolo against the Brewers, a 2.89 ERA and a 1-0 record. Do you guys have anything here in this one with the Reds and the Brewers? Let's take a look at the chat and see what they have to say here with... Oh, Fernando says I've got the pitching wrong here, actually. He says he's got Colin Ray here. Maybe Hall is the opener for Ray. I feel pretty confident that DL Hall is going to be in this game. Showing both the line services listing as DL Hall, and they did send out an alert about 30 minutes ago that he was going to be the starter or opener at this point. I do want to kind of check though on to see if that maybe is the case. But again, like I said, I would think with Hall, maybe he is subject to having a short outing here, given where he's at right now. But I'm just going over the old Twitter machine. Bear with me here real quick. And maybe that Ray might be getting pushed back. I didn't look at tomorrow's lineup here, but I'm going to say that the lefty DL Hall of the Brewers have a day off. No, they'll be at home tomorrow against the Dodgers. So, in fact, let me just skip ahead here and see what's listed. The pitchers aren't quite out for those new series yet. All right, let's get into it here. You guys keep commenting. Here's Ziggy on the Reds. Ray is on the Reds as well. And Jermaine likes Ova. And that's spelled OVA, by the way. And Jermaine may take him on the run line. Mo Harris is here. It must be football season. Hi, Mo. Nice to have you back here in the chat today. All right. Pretty serious move here on Lodolo. Should respect the move here. Let me look at a little market action too now, because this is bothering me now. Because DL Hall, like I said, I wrote it. I had it typed in here to the computer because I went through the lines here and I saw that, but it did kind of startle me to think about just about where DL Hall's. Sometimes you just type them in and you're like, whatever. And all right, Justin is on the Reds here as well. I'm gonna go under here in this one. Couple left-handers. Can't wait to see what Hall's got. Tell I'm a fan. I'll take the under here in this one. I don't mind the Reds, but I think now the value might be gone. The value to me, anyway. All right, next up, Guardians and Twins. Tanner Bybee on the mound here. A slight favorite going up against Festa in this one. Guardians $1.15, and the total This total's dropped for sure. I think it's going to need a little updating. In fact, the Twins have moved to the favorite here now as well. Hmm. Let's just take the graphic and flop it over to the other side, but let's update that total. I'll say the Twins are $1.15 at the uh, square books right now, and maybe a little less at the sharp books, but the total definitely here. We'll call it 8/15, but it's definitely moving lower here with the Guardians and the Twins. A widely reported steam did come in on the under here in this one. Take a look here for some of the numbers on these two starters with Tanner Bybee. He's got a 1.62 ERA in his last three starts. Guardians are 6-2 last 8 games with Bybee on the mound. Bybee's gone under in 11 of his 17 starts this season. Guardians trying to get it together right now with losses in 7 of their last 8 games. The win it was yesterday. I know because that was a consensus play yesterday. We tried to go with Woods Richardson in that one, but pretty good job there by Gavin Williams and the Guardians to get that win. For Festa, he's looked good in his last 2 starts, a 1.8 ERA. He's only had 4 starts. They're 2-2 with Festa, so we'll see. Twins have won 7 of their last 10 actually. Right, because they lost yesterday. So Twins also have gone over in 14 of their last 20 games overall. Cleveland's gone under in 8 of their last 9 on the road on a without a day off on a back-to-back. So, all right, let's see. Let me get your picks here. Just lost my spot here. There we go. It was Reds were a consensus place. Thomas said back on that other game. Thank you, Thomas. Let me get that right. A consensus play, Reds money line. Okay, you guys are. I know I said under, and you guys are Reds, so I'll make note of that. And let's see here, Guardians for Justin. And also Thomas on the Guardians. Yeah, Jared, Dave passed away a few weeks ago, and I know that Ziggy was saying it in the chat too. We're still bummed out about that. And let's see here. Frankie's on Cleveland, and I was on one time with Dave Koken. I was like 21 years old, and I have a cassette tape of it if anybody wants to listen to it. You might need to buy a cassette player and rewind it with a pencil, but I don't know why. I know why I still have that now, but okay. Thomas says his Guardians better straighten up if they're going to meet the Padres. Can't wait to hang out with Thomas together. We're going to FaceTime each other and watch the World Series. Can't wait. Oh, I'm just getting my hopes up. Johnny Walker says under first half. He likes Minnesota and Nerfy. Jamal says give me the Twins. So does Jared. Jermaine says Cleveland's been rolling against them a little bit. Ziggy's on the Twins. And no, let's see here. Jared's saying something. I can't. All right, I think that might be it here for you guys. No, here's Ray with the Twins in this one. That steam came in on the under here, and well, I'm just gonna roll with it. I agree with the steam, and I'm not getting the best price now at 8/15, so probably not gonna go within a premium or anything here in this one. So I'll take it on the show. I like the under in this one. Jared's coming to Vegas here. Come in a little while. Hey, it's only 90 degrees right now at 7 a.m. That's as good as it gets. It's the coolest is right about now. Even at when I went to sneak out for a late night pizza last night, it was 101. All right, Braves and Schwellenbach. He's back. She's swelling. Schwellenbach is well and back here today in this one with the Braves on the road against the Rockies and Kyle Freeland. Atlanta's gone over in 5 straight games right now. But these Coors games, although yesterday, what did they end up with? 11? Did it end up right on 11, I think? Or no, it ended up going over, right, with the Braves and Rockies yesterday. That one I kind of lost track of with all the action that was going on. Atlanta has won 11 straight against Colorado off of a win. Let's take a look at some of these guys here with Schwellenbach. They need as much pitching as they can get right now to do the Atlanta Braves. Schwellenbach hasn't been good, but they got to roll with him here. 7.65 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Braves have dropped 6 of their last 7, but fortunately, facing the Rockies here, Rockies have dropped 10 of their last 15. They've gone under in 12 of their last 17 at home. We're not seeing Rockies ball. We're not seeing the ball flying out here. Freeland, a 4.77 ERA in his last 5 starts, a 6.26 career ERA against Atlanta in 8 career starts. Braves have gone, I said that. Braves have gone over in 5 straight. These are 2 teams that can't stand to win right now in these 2, but maybe the runs will come today. They did yesterday. They got off to a pretty quick start. I'm probably going to go over. I'm going to take a Rockies over. I haven't been doing that too often. All right, let's see here. Soler over in his prop there. Here's Frankie on the Rockies. Ziggy's going to lay the run line with the Braves in this one. And Thomas going under here. Fernando says Braves. Or no, he's saying about time Braves win a game. Final. Against the bot. They're not beating those bad teams. Darren under first 5. Jamal wants the Rockies on the money line. Ray says he'll lay 2 with the Braves and take a little plus money. King Base. That's what I like. How about King Base? Awesome to have you here, King Base. Got a little money line, feels like there. Little money line parlay. Awesome to have you, King Base. Appreciate it. Public Enemy likes the Guardians in that other game. I'll make note of it. Okay, give me the over here in this one. I'll take the over as my play after seeing those runs yesterday. I've been going under a lot. Braves extended run line. I can read that, Jermaine. Okay, next up, Tigers and Giants with Keter Montero going up against Birdsong. Your Birdsong. Otis Birdsong. All right. Giants a big favorite here, and I'm probably gonna be on them here today. I feel like even on a run line today, I'm gonna take the Giants. I'm gonna maybe read off some stats. I'm on the Giants. We could just move on, but all right. Montero, a 6.5 ERA in his last 5 starts and a 1-4 record in those starts. Detroit's dropped 9 of their last 12 overall. They've gone under in 6 of their last 7 games on the road. For Birdsong, he's got a 5.16 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Giants, continuing to play well here. They've won 12 of their last 15 games overall. So Giants here, a little bit of a roll. They got it done yesterday in an under, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get your plays here in this one. Giants and Tigers. Giants back home. Were they playing well? Let me find my spot here. And Ziggy talking about Steph. Man, the one thing, he's done it all, and that was what a moment. What a moment. How do you say night in French? Help me out. I took French, and I couldn't tell you. All right. Frankie's on the under here. And Justin here on the Giants. Thomas is on the Giants. Jamal's on the Giants. How about Fitzgerald, man? You talk about these players that have come up this season, man. Fitzgerald, he's going to be a star. There's a can't miss at this point. Art Thompson on the Giants run line. That's what I'm on right there, Art Thompson. I'll take the Giants on the run line today. Watch out for Birdsong today. Maybe the widely reported steam did come in on the under. I'm not sure I'm ready to totally go with that yet, but it's definitely a pretty good look. I'll take the Giants here on the run line and watch, see if we get some work out of Birdsong here today in this one. A little bit better here. Remember, yeah, the numbers are a little weak, but a lot of 6 of 7 starts under for Birdsong. All right. Let's see here. I think Fernando is like that's what I was, my brain was thinking about that here a little bit. All right. Let's see here. Nate Doggs had a little parlay there. And Ziggy, Tigers run line. Thank you, Johnny. That might be it. They were doing, I was maybe it was a meme or something that I saw on X where bone. Okay. Jermaine likes Ramos over. Yeah, bonjour. I think that's like hello or goodbye, but good night is what we're talking about with Steph. That's his thing, right? All right. Oh wow, a 5th consensus play, Thomas. Hey, 5 consensus plays today. We haven't had 5 in at least a week. It feels like. So we're rolling today with Team Steam. Let's do it. We had some pretty, had we had our winner yesterday. What was that? We were light yesterday, I know. So we'll move on. I kind of wanted to feature it actually. Oh, it was the Orioles and the Rays game over. Team Steam consensus winner yesterday on the show. Also the Dodgers, right? Consensus play yesterday. Congratulations. Nice job. Team Steam yesterday, consensus winner with going against Skeens, right? We beat Skeens, and also we had the Brewers consensus winner over the Reds. So great day, Team Steam consensus, no doubt. No doubt. Great day yesterday for Team Steam. All right. This one, I'll take the Giants. Oh, do we got a couple more comments here? Nope, just Giants consensus. Okay. Next up, Phillies and Sanchez going up against the Diamondbacks and Merrill Kelly. Take a look at these guys in this one. For Sanchez, he's been roughed up a little bit of late, a 4.7 ERA in his last 4 starts, a 1-3 mark. Phillies have dropped 7 of his 10 road starts this season. Let me see that price there on the screen, $1.25, because 8.5. Oh yeah. That's what it is. The total there is dropped significantly. 8.5. It's probably 8.5 under 15. So a full half run here. It feels like has been lopped off of this one. The widely reported steam has come in on the under. I don't mind that, but that's a pretty big move. Kelly has a 2.19 ERA, but of course we haven't seen him here now since that first week of the season. So it's just going to be very important right now for Merrill Kelly here in this one. It feels like the way the line is moving that Sharps are certainly thinking that Merrill Kelly could be ready and back in form here. We'll see what we get out of Kelly here today. Arizona, there is no doubt, just continuing to look stellar here at this point, having won 20 of their last 26 games overall. They crushed yesterday, but it was tough to see Zach Gallen leave that game under the escort of the trainer. I actually didn't go back and look to see what the situation was, so I apologize on that. I don't want to startle anybody. He did leave the game there. They were winning at the time. I believe it was 4-1, but he was pulled from the game with a 4-1 lead pretty early. I want to say it was a 4th inning yesterday. My brain's a little sketchy on that one. Arizona's gone over in 12 of their last 14 games right now. Philly's still in some losing ways, having dropped 16 of their last 24. They've gone over in 9 of their last 12 games, but they have gone under in 6 of Sanchez's last 8 starts. Here. Go ahead, chat. Let's see if you got some action here where France is going off here. We're almost at halftime, just 23-23. United States and France currently gold medal game. 2:45 to go. First half. It's going to be a thriller right now. The way it's looking, U.S. hard pressed to start working on a 16 here. This thing's a bomb 3-pointer. That was from Caitlin Clark range for the French player. All right, wow, that was brilliant. All right, let's get into the picks here from you guys. Justin is on the Diamondbacks. Ziggy likes it under here. Frankie's going to take the under here in this one, and Ray's on the Diamondbacks. King base. I like saying that, King base. Orioles, Padres, Giants, run line, and Diamondbacks. Thank you, thank you. Jamal says Diamondbacks. And Fernando wants to roll the Phillies here. Thomas can't make up his mind. And Dustin, a half court. Yep, she buried that thing. All right. Johnny says he likes the Arizona Philly game to go under. All right, gang. I'm going to take Merrill Kelly just on the show here. You know, if I had my gut feel is kind of, I think, what the line move is saying. I think Kelly may come in here and have a nice one. Probably won't. I'm sure we want to see what's going on, but I'm going to think that Kelly could just what Arizona needs, a little more help. But I'll take him here in this one. I would imagine that total is not only is it a half a run lower than what it was when I typed it in there, it's probably even. I saw some 9.5s. I swear. I just want to peek here real quick, you guys. Yeah, Parks had it at 9.5 under 20 late last night. So that's really almost a full run here, taking off the total. That's interesting. I like that under, but man, that's a big move. All right, here we go. Moving on here, a couple more games, and we got a couple of NFL games to preview. We got Brady Falter and the Pirates going up against Tyler Glasnow and the Dodgers. Well, we know the Dodgers are going to be a massive favorite here. It's just a matter of can you do it? Do you want to do it? I mean, I want to go with the Dodgers today. I would like to look for a reason to try Falter here, but I'm just not sure we're getting the right Falter at this point. Here with the Pirates, he's got a 5.4 ERA in his last 5 starts. Got beat up in his one start against the Dodgers. Glasnow has been great, a 4 ERA in his last 3 starts, but the Dodgers are 5-2 with him in their last 7. They've gone over in 6 straight Glasnow starts. Dodgers have won 13 of their last 15 at home, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be a big favorite in this one, and price is probably a little bit too high, but I'm just not sure I can get away from the analytics of this game to me that say this will be more of a Dodger victory. Look, I'm a price guy here. I'd love to try to find a spot. I'm not sure this matchup is quite right here. I'm probably going to go Dodgers run line in this one. You can make a play or a comment here. I think the Dodgers 4-0 on the run line against the Dodgers against the Pirates. 4 straight run lines Dodgers have covered against the Bucks here. The Bucks have lost is it 6 straight now? Yep, 6 straight. What did I say? 8 of their last 9, 6 straight overall. All right. Lay it on me, chat. Let me see what you got. Pirates and Bucks. I think there's going to be some Pirates here. I think some people will just say this price is a little too high in this one. And let's take a look with Ray. He's on the Pirates on the money line. And Ziggy's on the Pirates on the run line. Fernando under here, maybe in this one. Frankie, Pittsburgh run line. Lots of Pittsburgh support. And Ray says, I'll take Pittsburgh first five because the Dodgers not strong against lefties right now. 4, Falter, 7, 11, and 1 in the first five. Glass now, 10, 9, and 2. Justin here will lay it here with me. Me and Justin are going to be on the Dodgers run line. King base. Oh, you guys are, maybe I went a little too fast. You guys are on the other game still. Art Tom's Dodgers run line. Teresa Dodgers run line. Jamal Dodgers run line. Jacob Dodgers run line. How about it? And wow. Okay, Thomas is going to call for the Dodgers run line, even though I did see, like I said, plenty of Pirates support in there. We saw all those early Pirates, including Ray, including Ziggy, and there was Frankie as well, but let's go with it. We've got a consensus play here. Also, there's Tremaine, though. He's on the Pirates on the money line. Consensus play here, apparently. Dodgers, I'm on him, so you guys get on him too. Anyways, Dodgers are looking okay. Maybe they'll get it back going. They've won 5 of their last 7 now. So who isn't playing well in the National League West? Wow, I mean, come on. All right, last up, might be a time change on your list. This is the one that's pushed to 7:10 Eastern, 4:10 Pacific for a little Sunday night action with the Mets taking on the Mariners. And another under last night, gang. It's getting pretty tough to not want to take under in every game. Yeah, the one the other night went over, but just seems like all these Mariner games right now. I mean, we had a shutout, right, last night with the M's. So let's take a look here at our last game. It was 6-0 there last. No, 4-0 last night. The shutout for the Mariners by Logan Gilbert. Okay, here we go. Mets and Mariners. For the Mets, Severino, man, talk about up and down, but Severino a 9 ERA in his last 3 starts. Here, Mets have gone under in 11 of their last 14 on the road. And for Castillo, has been much better of late over the last month or so. 2.62 ERA in his last 5 starts. Seattle, not a lot of run support. They make it tough, especially these home games. But Seattle 4-7 in the last 11 Castillo starts, and Castillo's gone under in 3 of his last 4 starts. Mariners under in 4 of their last 6. But man, there've been some pretty strong run, I would say, of unders. See what it is here. Don't forget, Mets have gone under in what did I say it was? I mean, this under 9 straight. Not only 11 of their last 14 on the road, but I believe 9 straight unders here right now. So, man, I'm going to end up here on the under. I'm going to take the under here as my play on the show. That could go premium, I would think. I really like these unders right now in Seattle. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. I know it's easy for me, Mr. Under, to just throw it out there every day, but man, this one feels like, it could be another low-scoring game. What do we got? Art Tom's under, Ray on the under, Mets an under for Frankie. Fernando says, well, they're going to beat him anyway, but he's got it going over. He thinks 8, and I might agree with you, Fernando. I'm thinking the Mariners will. The Mets were shut out 2 games in a row, right? 0 runs last 2 days. Ziggy will go over, though. Thanks, Ray. See ya. Appreciate you. Nate says Castillo has a big one here. I would think they should be strong if the Mets are in a woeful offensive situation here right now. All right. What else we got? Jamal Mariners. Frankie's calling it 4-3 for the Mets. Justin's got his K prop over here and his prop play of the game. And Teresa might have our first Nerfy here. We'll say this, and no problem in this one, Teresa. I'm not calling you out because obviously these guys are going under all the time. Severino, even with these bad numbers, he's one of the best in baseball. Two only 22 starts, only twice has he allowed a first inning run. Castillo, not so much. We know he's always been kind of a sluggish first inning guy. 24 starts, 7 times he's allowed a first inning run. But the last 4 days, Yurfee, hottest streak of the season for sure right now. Last 4 days, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, last 4 days right now. I didn't get the last couple games in here. Let me look at it here real quick. I can do this in my head. Okay, 16 and 37. Your 37 and 16 last 4 days. Yurfees, believe it or not, right? Nerfy is always not the call, but I mean the percentage, right? You're always going to have more Nerfy. It's been totally opposite. Over 67% Yurfee over the last 4 days league wide here right now. Pitchers struggling. We're seeing and we're also seeing, while we're seeing good pitching, we're also seeing some new pitching, some openers, guys coming back, things like that. So just something to note. I don't know if it's going to keep happening right now, but that is a big one right there. 37 and 16. Oh, that's well over 60. That's 72% there. So wild. 72. My calculator's not working in my head, but it's something. Oh, it's over 70, 72, something like that. All right. And all right. Let's see anything else here. I'm sorry about that rant there or whatever it was. King Bay says Mariners own the Mets. Jacob says Mets under. And see here, Jermaine. Give us the stat, Jermaine. You know it. All right, King Bay says stay away game, find something else. But we're out of games here in Major League Baseball. And I think that's it for your plays. All right, give me the under in this one. We got 2 games in the National Football League here today, and I've got premium plays on both of them, but we can also, I think, give out a little action on the other part of the game. Started off the Broncos taking on the Colts, and this one goes off here at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 Pacific on a Sunday. This is kind of get ready, right? So when you watch this game, this is what you're going to be doing here for the next 30 weeks or so. Sundays at this time or so, all the way through the postseason. Let's do it. Broncos and Colts. How the Broncos going to approach this one? If anything, they're a little bit shaky with this situation with, can we get Bo Nix in there? We're going to rest him up a little bit. What are we going to do? And so will we see more Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson here in this one? It feels like it, even though Nix is, I think he's made it to the top of the depth chart already. I know the Bronco fans a little bit wondering, why aren't we starting Bo Nix? Why are we worried about Stidham and Wilson? I would think Bo Nix is the man here. So probably give him a little bit of maybe a run here today. In this one, but certainly with Wilson there now, I don't know. It feels a little better with a guy like Wilson in Denver with working with Peyton a little bit off of the Jets. So I think maybe all 3 guys get in here from the way I feel in this one. I don't think they've been perfectly clear in their plans for the Colts. Certainly the one talk here. I want to look at the current line here actually, because Richardson maybe is expected to get more run than most quarterbacks here, it feels like, in the preseason. Now, you certainly don't want to hurt this guy, but just give him the instruction. He was excited, man, right? I mean, he was making preseason seem like regular season last year, and early on too, taking off. And you need that, but you need it at the right time when you're a great looking prospect like Richardson. So maybe we'll see him a little bit. We know that I would think Joe Flacco is firmly entrenched as his backup right now. Flacco's got everything you could want in a quarterback right now, except for youth. Still got as strong as arm as anybody, and we'll see some Flacco. But I imagine more we'll see Sam Ellinger, and we'll see Keaton Slovis maybe in there a little bit as well. So, all right, ESPN's getting a little hot over here with that game. 25-25 at halftime. We might be looking okay on that under. But U.S., man, we're going to get this show over with and settle in for the second half here of the Olympics gold medal game. All right. Looks like you guys are commenting on this one, and let's see what you got here. I'm taking the Colts here. I want to see Keaton Slovis. I hope we get to see Keaton Slovis here, but look, he's not going to he's a practice squad, but all right, anything here from you guys in this one with NFL? Ziggy, he likes the over here in this one. And thank you, Negroni. Appreciate that. Here's 209 Valley Broncos and under. And our Tomps going under here in the football game. Fernando likes the under. And thank you, King Base. Really appreciate your comments. Hey, here's Thomas with the consensus plays. He says sister's place. We know he means consensus plays. Hey, sister. Hey, Mister. Padres run line. Orioles run money line. Reds money line. Twins money line. Giants run line. And Dodgers run line. We went heavy today. Team Steam. Justin went Broncos in that football game. And Ziggy says the line has moved to the Colts as the favorite. I think we have. Let me fix. Do I have to fix that? Oh no, I've got the Colts as the favorites there too, right? Oh, you just mean they've moved to the Broncos definitely open the favorites, and I think the thing is, there was actually talk, and I don't want to get it wrong, and this is what I was reading up to the game, is that they could flip flop Knicks, and the Broncos may end up starting Stidham and then come in with Knicks, just a little bit unorthodox. And I think that's why the fans might have been like, whoa, what are we doing? We're not starting Knicks. And they thought maybe it was for this season, but they were maybe discussing in this game, possibly just flip-flopping them. So I'm trying to follow all the teams, but maybe I don't quite have it perfect, but I think we got the rotation right and what you'll see there from those guys. I think we did an okay job on those quarterback rotations this weekend. I'll update my list, see where the one guy I didn't mention. And it makes me mad yesterday. And look, my Chargers got crushed. All right, and they no doubt should have been under in that. Should have premium that one too, because by the time that thing was kicking off, I was slamming it. But anyway, the Chargers, remember, they ended up signing Luis Perez, and I just blew it. I tweeted it earlier in the week, and I commented about it because Luis Perez, if anybody's seen me on any of these streams, I mean, I'm like the first Luis Perez truther out there. And I hope that Luis Perez actually can win the backup job for the Chargers. I hope that Harbaugh does the right thing. And, we'll see. But Perez made the Chargers' best throw last night of the game for sure. They only scored 3 points. I'm not worried about that. Jim Harbaugh has Herbert when the season starts, and, everything will be fine with that. Trusting in Harbaugh for sure, at least to fix a little bit of the Chargers' woes. But nonetheless, Luis Perez, I didn't mention him yesterday and should have been mentioned because, that's my guy, Luis Perez. Southwestern College in San Diego. Been watching this guy for years. He wanted to be a pro bowler, and I'm not talking about a football player. But he won a national championship with Commerce. All right, here we go. Let me finish this up here with this game. Thank you, King. Hey, King Cosmo. Thank you for your plays right there, King Cosmo. Appreciate you, Justin. Thank you. Hello, thank you. Sister was a there. It is right. It was a TV show with those two twins. Yep, I remember. All right, I'm on the Colts, Cowboys, and Rams here in this one, and well, the Cowboys are favored because why? They're down to a 3.5 point favorite, and maybe because you think of McVay, he if anybody, McVay's got a pretty poor record actually in the preseason, so maybe that has something to do with it. But am I really going to trust the Cowboys to get something done here on the road, given their, I don't know, it seems a little wacky right now in Dallas. Sure, we know who's going to be the starting quarterback and all that, but I think we got issues all over the place. It feels like right now. Now, of course, we're going to have Cooper Rush in there for sure, and we still don't know the Dak. The Dak situation. They're going to, not want to play because of his contract, and I don't know how that would affect you in the preseason, but we just don't know what's going on with these guys right now, and um, Dak's contract status, whatever. We're just preseason games. So Cooper Rush, Trey Lance feels like the situation. Feels like Trey Lance is going to be in here for the whole second half today, I would think, at this point. Why not? This is the spot you want to go with him. I don't want to go with him, but I mean, the Cowboys are probably going to want to take a long look here at Trey Lance and just try to see if this guy fits into their plans. Dak isn't going to be, he's going to this contract, whatever happens. Or he could be battling for the backup spot. But I don't know, Cooper Rush. I would think he's been solid when he gets in there, pretty unheralded for the most part. But I don't feel very comfortable with Dallas. I don't think in this one. And uh, man, I really go under here 34.5 now. I mean, I better update it at least if I'm going to take another under here. I want to go under. Even though this is one of the tougher ones, and if anything, on those look yesterday, the unders were 5-0 going into yesterday's games. The first three games went over. Not that the time has anything to do with it. I'm just saying, and we saw the lower totals, and they did sneak over. And this one's tough because it feels like it's going to be like 17-14 or 20-17. Quite frankly, and maybe even a tie, 17-17, something stupid like that with these, no overtime now and things like that. I'll still go under here with this one. I've been slamming these unders, quite frankly, overall. We're off to a pretty good start with our NFL premium picks. So please check me out over at tonyspicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at check. Let me at least talk about where the Rams stand here at this point with, of course, Stafford. I wouldn't be putting Stafford in the game. I guess I could go out there for a series here in this one. But your Rams, you got Jimmy G. Right now, and also Stetson Bennett. So I don't know. The Rams, I feel like pretty good with Jimmy G. Even if he, I wouldn't imagine he'll get in there too much. He's suspended actually for the first two games of the regular season. So you've got Bennett and Wynn. What's his name? Keaton Wynn? No, that's the pitcher. I can't think of this guy's name. Wynn. But he's going to be battling with Stetson Bennett here. For someone's got to be the backup in the opening weeks with Jimmy G be suspended. So, all right, anything you guys got anything here in this one? I'm going to take the under. Here we go. 209 Valley's a Cowboys fan. And our Tom's Rams plus the points. Nathan under in that other game. And McVay is good coach. I was my man Mikey McDaniel last night was having some fun trying to yelling at Atlanta for taking a challenge in a preseason game. He wasn't too thrilled about it. I love Mike McDaniel, you guys. I'm sorry. I'd hang out with that guy in a lounge somewhere. I wouldn't be wearing capri pants, but Nathan liked the Cowboys. Ziggy says right here, Rams don't care in the pre. There's no doubt McVay's record is bad, but remember, this is the game. Cowboys are out there visiting the Rams, so I'm thinking I'm not too happy with the Cowboys here at this point. At least they're, Ziggy likes them though. All right, Thomas on the Rams, Justin on the Cowboys. Oh, I could talk football all day with you guys. All right, Johnny says tease the Rams to the over in this one. Thank you for everything, Thomas. Appreciate you, Jermaine. Thank you. Yeah, and one more. Sure, let's do it, Johnny. We're done with the show here, so we can maybe look at a game real quick here. The Lions are going to take on the Elks in this one, and right now the Elks are a 2-point favorite in this one, and with the Elks are 1-7 overall right now. But we do know that the Lions, I think they're without Vernon Adams here. That's the problem for them, and that's why you see the line at what it is. But the Elks are just still shouldn't matter who they're playing. It feels like they just not looking that great here of late is what it feels like to me. So, man, can I really look at this sharp action like it is and consider taking the Edmonton Elks in this one? I don't feel like I can do it, quite frankly. I still kind of want to take BC. They'll have Jake Dolagala out there. He was in all those games last year, remember? So, they weren't winning and they struggled in those late season games, certainly with Dolagala. But all right. Let me see. No, that wasn't right? Who was in there last year? Well, anyways, Dolagala is going to be the starting quarterback. I'm sure that's the problem here at this point. I know a lot of people are high on Trey Ford, so I get it. He looked good last game with the 2 touchdown passes and the win over Saskatchewan on the road. So, they finally got a win and they're at home here. I'm BC for me. I'm sure it's going to be BC. I'm going to still have to go with BC. I'm so square when it comes to the CFL, but there's no doubt the Sharps are on the Elks. I'm going to fade the Steam here. The Steam came in. See, I'm not always chasing. So I'm going to take the Lions, and I'm going to go under. It's not 49 anymore. Oh, it is 40. It might be even 49 and a half. Wow. All right. CFL, I'll take both. I'll take Lions and I'll take under, and we'll wrap it up here on the show. All right, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine, including my Sunday 3-pack for $25. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. I was 5-2 with my NFL preseason. I'm going a little heavier in preseason because I think that people they either like preseason or they don't. They don't want to handicap it. It's hard to handicap. That's why I come in, try to give you those quarterback rotations. I know the coach philosophy, the coaching records, and what the teams are looking to accomplish. So that's why I think we've been off to a pretty good start here. Like I said, 5-2 yesterday. Also, you got the early game. If you get up there right now in baseball, my other picks in the early game. So this package is really only good for another hour. I'll have some more action for you today. All right. Hey, join me tomorrow here on the Morning Steam at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. We'll talk about Major League Baseball card for Monday. We got an 11-game card to talk about tomorrow. So join me then, won't you? All right, that's it. Appreciate you. Oh, I want to say thank you to everybody. I see some late chats here. Fernando, thank you. Johnny, hello. Yeah, the move has been, let me make it clear, Johnny, thank you for that. 49.5. The Steam actually came in on the over. I was just looking through the chart here, and it was down as low as 47.5. So I'm fading the Steam both ways here at this point. There's no doubt that game the last 2 games have kind of gotten a little crazy there late. Last night's 2 had a pretty high score. Hamilton goes over in the second half all the time right now, don't they? Justin went with the Elks. France has that 5-point lead. I'm going to go watch it right now. Maurice, thank you. Giants and Dallas. Giants baseball to the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all joining me tomorrow. More Morning Steam. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.